So what are Tier 2 behavior supports? These supports are delivered to targeted individuals or small groups and are intended to address a specific need that goes beyond the whole class's needs. Depending on the type of support you're giving, it could be delivered inside the classroom or separately. The supports are not intended to be permanent. Depending on how successful the intervention is, it may be necessary to put a more intensive intervention in place and/or convene the student's IEP team to discuss changes in services or accommodations. But ideally, the intervention will have the desired effect and you will be able to cease using it after about 6 to 8 weeks. These are some examples of Tier 2 behavior support programs that you may have already seen in use in your building. If you are working with a student engaged in one of these programs, it's important to communicate frequently with that student's case manager and their counselor in order to provide data about the student's response to the intervention. The implementation of these programs is guided by the case manager and often the counselor as well, so they can provide guidance about how and when to use the program and when to make changes in its use. Students don't all learn math or reading skills at the same pace or come to school with the same level of prior learning about these topics. The same is true for social skills. Students need strong social skills to connect with peers, get help when they're frustrated, and resolve conflicts. Teaching and reinforcing specific strategies can help students feel more secure throughout the day and reduce uncontrolled outbursts. Look for signs like these that the students you serve may need social skills support. Remember, even when students can say the right behavior to show in each of these situations, it doesn't mean they actually know how to do it or how to overcome their instincts to do something inappropriate. These are examples of the social skills topics you may want to assess in the children you're supporting and choose to address. Here is a research-based method for teaching students new social skills. This is called the gradual release method. I do is the first stage, when you explain to the student what you're about to show them and then model it while thinking aloud so that they can understand how to self-guide their use of the new skill. Next, we do by engaging in the same practice with both the student and adult participating. You might ask them to say the steps or to think out loud while you act them out, and then switch roles and repeat. Finally, in you do, the student performs the new skills on their own. The most important thing for parents to do in this step is to give praise and feedback so students practice the new skill correctly. Social stories are another low-stress way to show students what appropriate behaviors look like in practice. You can find many social stories online or create your own. Effective social stories follow the guidelines described here.